Good morning. Good afternoon. It's about 11:30 on a Friday, July 18th, 2025. Going to talk about some finance here. It's a so-so day on the market. Let's bring the music down and get started with our stock market show for today. There you go. There you go. Yeah, if you've been watching our videos here, they'll all tie in. We're talking about the stock market, talking about some of the trades that we're making on the market as we try to see if we can make our 10% plus this year and outpace the market. That's what we're trying to do. So today, as I speak, market's 245 points to the downside. It was up 220 yesterday, so it's kind of balancing out. Silver is up 24 cents and gold is up 14.90 at the present time. Just kind of, those are stable prices for gold and silver. They're not skyrocketing today. Those of you who've been watching the channel, we got out of Robinhood, HOOD. It continues to go north. It's up $3 today to 108.46. I did get some American Express AXP this morning. Got 50 shares of that. It was down another $10, $12 this morning. They had a great earnings report, but for some reason Wall Street didn't like it, and it went down another 10%. It was down 10% or $10 a couple of days ago, so it's down $20 out of the highs. So we're trying to make some money with American Express. I'll probably get some of that this afternoon to make sure I get 100 shares at least before the close of business today. But other than that, everything is down. Buck here, dollar there. Nvidia's down 96 cents. Google's up 127. That's the only bright spot here today. XLE down again 50%. It continues to head downward to lower levels. So there you go. There you go. Mr. T's got a bill on his desk that's going to establish some stable coin demand. Kind of scary. I think the days of CBDC are approaching our financial system, which if you look around and check out some of the other bloggers out there, they've been calling for the crash and demise of the United States currency as we know it, the American dollar, right here, and the transition to the next financial system, which is the CBDC, which is a bunch of horse hockey. It'd be horse hockey. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. If you don't like government control and mandates and regulations, stay away from the CBDC. They'll control every aspect of your life and your spending like you had never seen before. So another reason to get some of this stuff. The government can't control this when you have it next to you, right? You don't want to buy paper, gold, or silver. You want physical. You want the physical precious metals. That's what you want. Get yourself some of that. It just may come in handy in the near future. This stuff is God's money, and we keep telling people this is God's money. This is America's money. This has been around for 5,000 years. This has been around for maybe a couple hundred. This will never go to zero. This just might go to zero. So that's the reason why you should have something like this. State of Florida just enacted a bill that makes this legal tender in the state of Florida. You can actually buy things with this now in the state of Florida. So you're going to see more and more of that happen through the nation as this green stuff just gets clobbered, and the value of this is collapsing. You got the BRICS nations that actively trying to get away from the American dollar, And we're having some problems, guys. The further we get into debt, right now we're 37 trillion. That's what a T, dollars in debt, the good old USA and Mr. T up there. As that keeps going up and up and up, nobody wants this in the world. Nobody wants to having to hold and to cuddle up against the American dollar unless they really have to. And then list of nations that don't want to is growing every day. So that's why God made this type of stuff, and the yellow goldish stuff. You want to have some of that. This is already up like 15-20% already this year. Go out there and look at stock market ticker F, I do believe. You can also check gold, which is another ticker. So let's see, year to date, 7%, it says 7% already year to date. I don't believe that. I think it's higher than that. But anyway, let's see, gold year to date. Gold year to date is 22%. 22% for gold already this year. They were both up 35% last year. So add that up. Gold, 35 plus another 22. So that's 57% in a year and a half. So there you go. There you go. Everything I say, the more I talk about this, the more it makes sense to have some of it, right? I understand it. $3,400 gold's kind of pricey. Not everyone can have it. But start by buying this stuff. This is like $38, $39 right now. Stack these, and as you get enough of these, you probably need 90 to 100 of these. You can cash them in and get yourself a nice gold bar. Nice approach, right? So if you get in the habit of doing this on a weekly or monthly basis, and then maybe after a year or two, cash it in for gold, you've achieved your goal. So that's just a little tips for me. So as you can see, it doesn't look like the market's going to do much today. We're just down 220 points. And it looks like we're having some profit taking. People are taking their profits, adjusting their portfolios as we head into the weekend. We talked about that last week, how if you've got a large position or a risky position in something, a lot of the Wall Street traders and the day traders like to get out and head to cash because you never know what's going to happen over a weekend, especially with the White House, right? For those of you who don't watch the White House in the news, the White House, no matter what administration is in office, has a tendency to issue press releases at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock on a Friday as they're walking out the door and heading to their vacation spot for the weekend. That's the trick they all play. Every administration does that. Right around 3 or 4 in the afternoon, they drop a press release or two, and off on their weekend they go. So look for that to happen on a regular basis. I know Joey Bergen did it quite a bit. Good old Joey Bergen did it quite a bit. There you go. Back to the beach, Biden in the house. There you go. He was the master of it. And no one was around to speak to it for a couple of days after that. So that's all I have for a Friday. Hope you had a great week. Hope you made some money this week. We made some money. We definitely made some money this week. We're looking forward to next week. And I hope you're thinking about picking up some of this stuff. Pick yourself up of some of this stuff, because you never know when this stuff you'll be using it for toilet paper and nothing else. I'm not kidding, guys. This is going to become toilet paper someday. So over and out. It's the DJ at Land Cruiser Midwest, talking stocks and finance with you.